Hey there. So I've just had this question come through, which is a really great one. So thank you so much for it. And I had to jump online and I had to share this with you because I really think it is an important one. And if I haven't made it clear enough, uh, Brand and Launch is not a tech-heavy program for you. So the question was, I'm wondering if there are any tech tutorials. I barely know how to use Canva, let alone programs like Photoshop or Lightroom. How tech heavy is this, and will there be guides so I'm not pulling my hair out? So first up, it's not tech heavy. Yes, there will be guides, so you do not have to pull your hair out. There will be tech tutorials, but we will not be using Canva. We will not be using Photoshop or Lightroom or Illustrator or InDesign or any of those fancy kind of design tools. I did mention in last Q&A kind of briefly that we will be using Google Slides. But I thought this question really prompted me to come in here and show you how great Google Slides really is. So you are looking at a very pretty screen right now, and you may have noticed some of these graphics before. So these are all of my kind of promo graphics for the Unforgettable Brand Bootcamp. And as you can see, they have all been created in Google Slides. Google Slides is such a brilliant and very underused design tool. I've been using it for myself for quite a few years now, and I use it with all of my private clients as well, which I know always surprises and delights them because it gives you full control over being able to edit and tweak and change your own design as and when you need to without having to understand or use any kind of programs. If you have ever used PowerPoint, or if you've ever used a Word document, or perhaps you have used Google Slides before for presentations, then you're going to know how to be able to go in and easily edit and tweak and change these. So as part of Brand and Launch, you will get access to design templates just like this, all pre-sized, ready for you to use. You will actually get, as a bonus, access to these particular promo ones. So you can go in and really quickly and easily edit them to fit your own brand. Obviously, these are branded to my style. Once you've gone through the brand section of the Brand and Launch process and you move into the design section, you will have all of your fonts and colors and imagery and everything that you need to know to be able to turn these templates into your own unforgettable, very beautiful branded graphics. So I just wanted to jump in and quickly show you really how easy using these templates will be and how easy using Google Slides is. So even if you don't decide to come and join Brand and Launch, which obviously I will be very upset about because I want you to come and join me because I really want to help as many of you as possible use tips and tricks like this. I forget how much of these things I know and use, and I want to share them with you so that you can make creating visuals in your business an easy and enjoyable thing to do rather than it being a stressful thing or something that takes ages or lots of money. So let me click into the other view because this was just a nice overview to show you all of the different slides. And you can see here, this is your kind of basic setup in Google Slides. You can see all of the different slides on the side, so I can just go in and duplicate these as and when I need them. If we go right down to the end, you'll see the latest one that I popped in there today. All I had to do to be able to create this was, you know, click. I had these images already in here. So this is one of my icons that I've got in a brand selection template for my own brand that I use again and again. So you just insert that image. You can go upload from the computer, you can add your images in there. So when you've got your own template and toolkit full of icons and imagery that you're using in your brand, you can just add these into the page and use them as you need to. Other elements in here though are just used from within Google Slides. So this one, for example, is just text. It's just my brand font, sized, made bold, choosing the colors. You can put your custom colors in here, so you can use your hex ref. And then just using a bit of styling in the highlighter in the background, you can just go in and change the color. So I've got that as my brand orange. If I want to make it yellow, I can just change that. And as you can see over here, again, this is another one of my kind of branded icon illustrations that I've imported into Google Slides. But underneath on this particular one, that's just a line box that I have drawn using the Shapes tool within Google Slides. So you've got so many brilliant icons available to you within Google Slides that you can just create branded graphics within this without having to use any weird or crazy tools. So you just type your text in here, you can go in and edit that just as you would if you were using PowerPoint or if you were using a Word document. And again, on the bottom here, different shapes and sizes for things. It really is just so simple. I won't spend too long going into this because we can, and we will have more design tutorials within Brand and Launch that will be specific to your brand. So you will get access to templates and I will show you how to be able to edit them and apply your brand to it. But I really thought that it was an interesting question that came up again today about the tech side of things. So I just wanted to reiterate that we will not be using any kind of fancy design tools out there. We will be using Google Slides, and everyone and anyone can use Google Slides. And I will make it my mission to make sure that you have a collection of branded templates like this by the end of our time together. That means that every time that you want to create something, every time you want to do a event, or you just want to update your Facebook header, you'll have these templates ready so that you can go in and do that, because there's nothing more frustrating than having a beautiful graphic, say like this one down here, because I really do like this one, talking about the Brand and Launch. And for example, on one of the other ones I've got, the replay dates down here. If you decided that you needed to change that URL and a designer had created this in Photoshop or in Illustrator or in InDesign for you, it would be just a pain in the ass to have to get it changed. So that's why I create everything in here, and you will have access to this yourself. So if you change your URL, or you want to relaunch this and you want to put a date on it, or you need to change the strapline, or you want to tell people something else, you've got these templates to be able to just go in and easily change the text. So yes, so that's me ranting and raving about the joys of Google Slides. Any questions on tech side of things, or if you want to know a little bit more about the kind of templates and tools that you will get access to when you join Brand and Launch, then just let me know. I'm more than happy to jump on today as much as we need to be able to answer all your questions. But I hope that this has given you a real insight into the different tools that are available for you to use. You don't need to be tied to the kind of Canvas out there, or the Pixel Monkeys, or I can't remember what that one's called, but there's some other online tools that are great, but you are at the mercy of them. Whereas here, if you use Google Slides, you can save it download it as a PowerPoint document, and that will just save it straight to your computer. So for some reason something happened to Google and Google Slides was no longer available, you would always be able to resort back to that good old, probably 2002 version of Microsoft PowerPoint that someone's got saved somewhere on an old CD format, and you'd still have access to your design graphics. But of course, best thing, save in a PNG, save as a JPEG, and use these within your business. Okay, I will pop off again now, and any questions, let me know.